one day I was driving to work and I listened to like sort of like a podcast. It wasn't like too spiritual or anything, but basically it was Steve Harvey, and he was like, girl, you've been in that relationship for 7 years. It's time for you to go. And that was literally the amount of time that I'd been in that relationship. So it was very much a direct message for the Lord to say, yes, it's time for you to leave now, because I was obviously umming and ahhing about, do I want to go? Do I not want to go? And then even more after that, I still was kind of there, like umming and ahhing. And then like I eventually plucked up the courage to go, because just things got really bad, like in the household. So I was like, yeah, I need to go back home. And then, yeah, so I went back home, and that was kind of like the journey. That was the thing that kind of catapulted me into knowing the Lord and like just really coming to him. And even more so when I did finally decide to leave, I just experienced great warfare, like especially particularly in the mind, like just hearing thoughts towards God, really, like transparently and honestly, just very dark thoughts about God. And it was very troubling. It was very hard, because it was like, okay, I'm coming to know the Lord, and it was like, Lord, I've now decided to give my life to you, and I've decided that, yeah, I want to get to know you, but why am I so against you? I was really questioning myself. I was really questioning if God actually loved me as well, because I was like, how can you if I'm thinking this way towards you? So it was like that. And then it was also like, Lord, I know that you're just. So even in that season, it was like I knew that God was a just God. So there was like variables that I began to know the Lord as. I knew him as a patient man. I knew him as someone who's very just, because I was like, I'm thinking this way against you. I know that you're just, so whatever your judgment is towards me, I will accept it, because what can I do? But God is gracious. Even in those moments I was still working during that time as well. And even during those moments, like I would hear the Lord, I would hear the Holy Spirit just like whisper to me, like, they're not your thoughts, they're not your thoughts. But because it seemed so real and it was so loud, I was like, surely not. And then like, God bless my pastor as well. She done a teaching. She started doing like a series teaching during our